From the Detroit Free Press, it's Tuesday. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. The classroom culture wars have taken a strange turn in the small up-north city of Onaway. There, parent Erin Chasky has been pushing for removal of a high school civics teacher she says is indoctrinating students with leftist views. But now, Chasky is facing a felony eavesdropping charge, accused of illegally recording a conversation the school superintendent was having inside his office with another school official. Chasky, who was to be arraigned Tuesday, said she's never had a parking ticket and just wants school officials held accountable. The American Federation of Teachers is defending the teacher Chasky wants removed, saying she is just doing her job and teaching her students critical thinking skills.
This is Christina Hall with the Detroit Free Press. A Clinton Township waterway that turned green during the weekend did so because of a dye to check for an illegal sump pump connection in the area and was not a toxic substance. Officials in Macomb County say the discoloration of the Cranberry March drain was from a non-toxic dye used to check for illicit sewer connections and discharges. The dye is diluting upstream and was to enter the Clinton River on Monday. Officials set up booms to absorb petroleum products downstream, reached out to an environmental services contractor, and collected water samples for analysis. The County Health Department's Environmental Services Division checked for recent dye tests in the area. Officials learned Monday that the Township Water and Sewer Department tested a sump pump in the area Friday and used a high concentration of the dye. County Public Works Commissioner Candace Miller says the township thought there might be an illegal sanitary sewer connection, but one was not found. The dye in the testing wasn't diluted enough, turning the waterway green. She says the dye doesn't hurt humans or animals. Township Supervisor Bob Cannon says the township was checking on a tip that there was an illegal sump pump connection in the area. Dye tests are used to trace underground sanitary wastewater and stormwater systems and verify where plumbing from inside a building discharges to once waste leaves a building, officials say. The dyes are non-toxic and are sometimes compared to food coloring. Public Works departments, municipalities, and health departments are among the organizations that perform these types of tests.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Michigan rocker Ted Nugent said during a recent podcast that he wanted to give a lifetime supply of ammunition to Kyle Rittenhouse, who a Wisconsin jury acquitted of murder late last week in a high-profile trial. Nugent, who is 72, is an outspoken conservative who sounds off on various issues, including the Second Amendment and why he won't take COVID-19 vaccines. On a new episode of Rock of Nations with David Kinchin, the Motor City Madman said, "I'm going to get a hold of Kyle Rittenhouse and I'm going to provide him with a lifetime supply of ammunition." He added he'd also like to begin the Kyle Rittenhouse Tactical Masterclass because as a young man, boy did he do good. He knew that weapon. Meanwhile, Rittenhouse told Tucker Carlson on Fox in an interview clip that his case has nothing to do with race, but had to do with the right to self-defense. He said, "I'm not a racist person. I support the BLM movement."
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. In yesterday's sports report, I discussed the fact that there may be suspensions for Sunday night's dust-up between Isaiah Stewart of the Pistons and LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. Apparently, the NBA was listening as well. The league suspended Stewart for 2 games based on the way that he was trying to go after LeBron in an overly aggressive manner. As for the King, he will be sitting 1 game for his actions that sparked, well, Isaiah Stewart going off. The suspensions are light enough that both Stewart and James will be available when the Lakers take on the Pistons next Sunday in Los Angeles. Maybe LeBron and Isaiah can patch things up by then. Isn't that a part of the magic that the holiday season brings us anyway?
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.